Hi everyone, this is Chase the Channel. My name is Kirill and we talk about watches here. This Orient Kamasu Diver series has long been loved by the public due to the extremely unusual combination of aggressive hands and quite restrained round indices, plus the incredible vintage shade of the Lume. While we've already reviewed 3 representatives, this 4th one is here for the first time. Why did I actually decide to get this one too and take a closer look? That's because in our store chasetheclub.com, the version with the green dial was purchased just as many times as these 3 combined. So there's definitely something attractive, unusual about it. Let's find it. Yes, indeed, the color of the dial attracts up close. Beautiful. The case, I'll note once again, is made practically because the side edge is satinized, so you won't collect extra micro scratches, but not without elegance. Here they left a polished strip running from lug to lug. Here is also polishing, and on the right there's still the crown, almost completely covered by protective guards. The bezel is large, rotates neither too hard nor too easy, let's say medium tension, 120 clicks in one direction, a pleasant clicking sound, and in diver style, of course, a luminous dot at the 12 o'clock position. Of course, minute divisions, in this case 1/4, and there's also color division. That is, the main part of our aluminum insert is black, while 1/4 has a dark green shade. You know, it reminds me of something. The shade of the coniferous color model, a similar Orient model, where the rectangular indices are almost identical. But the dial is completely different. It's hidden, by the way, under a flat sapphire crystal. Indeed, the sapphire crystal also attracts watch enthusiasts to this series because it's also recessed below the bezel level, which means additional protection. Plus, sapphire itself doesn't scratch. And the dial, that's certainly beautiful. I don't even know what to call it anymore. Let's call it dark sea wave. Indeed, it's the color of a sea wave, transitioning into darker shades. Here we get this kind of color, and it's almost black already at the edge of the dial. Interesting matte structure. You can, of course, stare at it for a long time, indeed, like into the sea. Into the sea depths we gaze. Probably, after all, this is how a real diver's watch face should look, with a reference to the sea. The vintage shade of the luminous material on the aggressive hands and less aggressive indices is also attractive. Indeed, it gives some kind of special touch, as if the model has gone through some time, either lying in a closet or simply being used. And it's as if, over time, the luminous material has acquired such a faded color. I'll remind you that we've already reviewed 3 models. This model with an interesting brownish tint, also a model of wine, rich wine red color, and a blue model with a Pepsi-colored bezel. Well, in fact, all 3 models are certainly good. All 3 models are attractive in their own way. But our today's model somehow stands out against their background. Perhaps it's brighter or something. Although how much brighter can it be if you look at the red one? Probably just because it really resembles sea colors more, the sea, the ocean, the depth. That's probably why it attracts more watch fans. But the 3 models that came before are also, as you can see, good in their own way. Rich colors, bright colors, and this vintage faded style of indices that gives it that classic worn-in look. Plus the colors that fade to black closer to the edge of the dial. Double division inserts on the bezel. Yes, indeed, these are some of the best, if not the best divers from Orient, in my opinion. The movements in all of them are identical. F6922, this is a classic Orient movement. 40 hours power reserve, even a bit more. Two types of winding, automatic and manual. But here we can't look at the movement because of the solid, non-transparent case back, but we can see the signature dolphins, information about the crystal, case material, and water resistance of 20 atmospheres. I missed him. A genuine diver, and well, the crown itself. It's small, and due to the protective guards, it might not be as convenient to pull out and unscrew. But here, so, we're already in the second position. Here, however, adjustment is extremely easy and quick, sensitive hands that respond to even slight crown movements. First, the date changes. At 12, it clicks over, then the day of the week follows. There are two languages here, English and Spanish. Around 3 in the morning, the day of the week advances to the next one. And in the first position, we can of course quickly change the date. Let's remember that Sunday is highlighted in red, while other days are in black. Here, for example, Tuesday, and the dates now go in the opposite direction. The Lume is also good. As you can see, there's a beautiful diver style light green shade on the indices, hands, and even on the dot on the bezel. The Lume performs excellently, so there are no issues with readability in the dark from different angles. They sit well on the wrist. These Kamasu have modest dimensions, height 46.8 mm, diameter 41.8 mm, thickness 13 mm. Well, on my wrist with a circumference of 16.5 centimeters, they fit perfectly, even without any shirt or sweater, meaning in principle they are also optimal on a bare arm in summer. The bracelet is quite wide at 22 millimeters, clasped with a safety lock, buttons, additional protection. Bracelet fits up to 21 centimeters in circumference. Total watch weight is 169 grams. Let's say medium sized, not light, but not heavy either. This model has very wide application, I believe, like most modern divers. Especially if we compare the entire Kamasu series, the wine color is definitely more provocative, as is the Pepsi style. But this one, along with the dark brown, grayish brown, is more subdued, which means that I think they will match better and more often successfully combine with shirts, with jackets, maybe not in a strict business style, but something along those lines. It could even be an evening casual style. And they also sit perfectly on a bare wrist. To sum up, I can say that this color is indeed perhaps the most successful of all four, in terms of application specifically. I think it represents a more versatile option, a more universal shade, which is probably why people buy it more often. Plus, let's not forget about its beauty. Indeed, you can gaze at it for a long time. It has all the same advantages as the previous models, which means reliable mechanics. This is excellent reliability in general. Externally, it's sapphire, water resistance of 20 atmospheres. There are still two small disadvantages in the form of a small crown that is inconvenient to pull out and turn because of the guards, and this last link where you'll get small micro scratches due to this kind of movement. But in my opinion, at this price point, these are very minor issues. So it really is one of the best options in terms of price-quality ratio. As for the color, that's certainly up to you. A matter of taste, they all have the same characteristics and mechanisms. But now in comparison, I think I understand why people more often choose our Dark Sea Wave. In any case, all watches in all four shades are available in our store chasterclub.com. So you can choose any and wear it with pleasure. At the end, I would like to know your opinion about this model. Be sure to leave it in the comments below the video. If you liked it, then give it a like and subscribe to the channel. That's all. Goodbye for now.